freestyle rap at all?
Not yet.
Doesn't it appear to be extremely coincidental that you guys arrest people right outside of Governor Newsom's press conference? Is this really just a show of power?
Patriots, Secret Service, Sam here. We had some technical difficulties. I just went live. We had to re-go live. I'm sorry. This happens sometimes. This is going to be an excellent show nonetheless. It is Thursday. This is my third day of going every day, okay? And for all you guys out there in the talk show podcast world, it's hard to stay consistent, but I'm doing it. Thank you, Sam. I appreciate that little whistle. How are you guys doing today? How was your Thirsty Thursday, Throwback Thursday, whatever you want to call it? I have had an excellent week. I'm going right after this. My oldest son is playing football. He's a defensive end. He made an amazing tackle that literally I cried. For all you parents out there, when your kid, you know, they start off as just little blobs of whatever. And you're like, oh man, is this kid ever going to be able to put 2 cents together, 2 sticks and make a fire? You know what I mean? Like a man, like a man. Anyway, I'm digressulating. It's pretty special. I mean, he's worked so hard in football, and the last game he made this beautiful tackle, wrapped the guy up, looked like it could have been, you know, in, a tutorial on how to make a tackle. So I'm very excited. I'm going to go see him play again today. Putting a lot of light, love, health, safety, you know, power behind him today in his tackles. Anyway, I'm digressulating again. Let's get this show moving. Today, Patriots, the top story was, well, I don't know if it's the top story, but I guess it's the top story. This got me quite a few views on my TikTok page, talking about the Diddler again. Yes, that's right. And for those of you who don't know, I was there almost every day of the trial in New York City, at the trial, you know, waiting from 5 a.m. or 3 a.m. sometimes and be there to 5 p.m., getting all your diddlation news to you. But here's the latest. Check it out from me. It's this just in. The Diddler has filed a new motion for a new trial, saying that he should be tried now on the, charges with Jane Doe and Cassie, right, of the Lady of the Night charges, if you will. Check in, Patriots. This is huge. This is Secret Service. I'm president of TikTok. Still here, working hard for you. I will be there October 3rd in New York for the sentencing. But this is crazy. The Diddler is basically saying, look, you didn't find me guilty of the RICO. It was a FRICO, as Charlucci said, not a RICO. Shout out. And he wants a new trial. The Diddler says, I want a new trial then on these charges of the prostitute-ludi-ludi-tins, if you know what I'm saying. And I mean, that's the crazy thing about TikTok, guys. I'm trying to say prostitutes, but I just can't frickin' say it on there. Welcome everybody to Samson's World. If you're just now joining us, this is where court, culture, and comedy all collide. I was supposed to have my homeboy, Adrian Washington, on the show today, but he was not able to join. That makes me sad. He was just on Kill Tony. He did an excellent job on there, so I want to have him on and talk about it. Maybe tomorrow we'll be able to make that happen. I was supposed to get my girl Latoya Rucker on the show. It's hard to get your friends to work. That is why, guys, this whole podcast, you're seeing, look at me. I'm switching myself, the cameras, it's all set up. This is all me, guys, because at the end of the day, and I don't mean to sound about this narcissistic or in a negative way, but you can only count on yourself. You know, you want to think everybody is going to be loyal to you as you are loyal to them. But I'm here to tell you, very few people will be like that. My man's is Brandon Brody the Joker. He's one of those friends that you can count on When you're at a low point, he's there. When you're at a high point, especially he's there. And we're drinking together, right? And we're toasting. But you can't find a lot of people like that here in this life. Oh my God, Sam. I'm digressulating. I know. Anyway, moving on. Did you guys see this? This is crazy. Check this out. Hold on. Let me take this puppy down. Let me give that back to you. Look at this. Did you guys see this? The yacht in Turkey. Not sure what happened. Does anybody know? It sank minutes later. Oh my God. Oh, I was just putting the water slide out. I was just jumping out in my thong. I was just getting one of the wave runners out, bro. What happened? What happened, bro? The Obama Molly just kicked in, bro. No, you got to jump off the edge of the ship now. Watch this guy, guys. Let's see what he does. Oh, that was ugly. Wow. Personally, I would have done a swan dive, but that's just me. Ew, that's just me. Anyway, I'm digressulating. Now, Sam, the people want to hear.
Sam, tell us about the Diddy trial. That's like all I want to hear you talk about.
Okay, mama from the Midwest. Here was something I was talking about earlier that this it was a funny story from the Diddy trial. Now, if you guys, like I said, if you don't know, I'm Secret Service Sam. I reported on the Diddy trial. I was the #1 Diddy influencer. Not #1. There's Armand Wiggins or Emily Knows Everything. You know, a bunch of other great people, but I'm just, speaking like Muhammad Ali. I was there, and one morning, every morning you would wait in line for the Diddy trial. It was like your life was on the line. I always said it was like a Hunger Games for a line, right? Any day could be your last day on this planet. Do you understand what I'm saying? So this one particular morning was actually a light and fluffy morning, okay? Like a light erectorious morning, actually, because there was 3 people having a freak off in a tent. So I'm in the line. It's like 5 a.m. And I'm just, you know what they say? If the tent is a rockin', don't come a knockin'. All right. Well, Kay, the line guy, is one of the best line sitters in the business. Security guards. He kept me safe many mornings. Shout out to Kay. Kay goes up. He's like, hey, man, you got to get it. Come on, man. It's time. Like when it's time, everybody folds up their tents who slept there overnight. They pack up, they leave. The Rolling Stone, the TMZ, the New York Times, whoever they're holding the line for comes in. It gets orderly, but not this tent. They were not ready. And I can't say I blame the guy. He had 2 females in there, 2 ladies. Get out. This guy must be slinging D like the Punisher. He's mad. He was so mad at Kay. Had Kay not been a big dude who can handle business, and Kay saved us from countless altercations, whether it was with John or Hacksaw Jim Duggan, he saved us and kept us safe quite a bit. But this threesome bandit was like, hey, man, why you gotta come on, man? He was like just about probably getting ready to finish, if you know what I mean. But yeah, that was a little bit of the Dirty Diddy Diaries. Dirty Diddy Diaries. Thank you, Sam. That was a beautiful song. Anyway, let's move on. The next story. Let's bring this up. I digressed a little bit. Let's watch this yacht. Well, we watched the yacht. What did you guys think about the yacht? That's my question. It was supposedly $1 million yacht. Let me bring this puptacular back up here again. Let me rewind it for you in case you're just joining us. Hey, guys. Hey, Mahover Law. Look at this. The boat Titanic. I mean, it must have snagged on a rock in the back, because in the back is where it started to fill up. Wouldn't you think these things would have like self-correcting, or like if you hit something, like it still floats? They were saying that was $1 million yacht. No, that looked like a $20 million yacht. That's a big boat. One thing I know about boats, they're always way more expensive than they look, right? And this guy, like I said, Terrible dive. Jump, Dwayne, you idiot. Anyway, I'm digressulating all over the place. Next up, did you guys see this? Let's talk to myself
Secret
about
Service
this.
Sam here. Now, everybody on this here TikTokulence is talking about the Draleski sketch where he dressed up as like a hillbilly, like what, you know, like what, oh my God. It's a pretty hilarious sketch. Some people were offended, you know, of course, white face. I've never even heard of that. Was that a thing that black entertainers were doing back in the early 1900s? Were they painting their face white so they could play in all black clubs?
Right. Okay. So basically what I was trying to say here is some people were upset, and I will show you the video in question. Maybe I should have done that first. Drusky, he's like kind of a comedian influencer guy. Hilarious, huge online. Here's the video. He dressed up as a white guy and went in whiteface, and people were freaking out. He went to NASCAR. That ain't cool, dude. I mean, jeez. It's controversial. It surely is.
Proud to be American.
Proud to be American. Now, hold on one second. I just want to show you guys. Okay, everybody online, here's what everybody is talking about the makeup. They are talking about whoever did his makeup. It is sickening where I'm at. It's amazing. The makeup. I mean, you can see the tan marks. I mean, Drewski's black. I mean, he's light skinned, but dude, I mean, that is impressive makeup. The breasts are real. His mini mountains are real. We know that. So I don't know. I think it's hilarious. Great sketch, great social commentary. And if people get mad, so what? Haters gonna hate. Hey guys, here's what's happening in your world. It's your world. That's right. I forgot to play that. My bad. The Epstein survivors step forward. Here's some of their words. So powerful. Did you guys see this?
You have so much influence and power in this situation. Please use that influence and power to help us.
Yeah, I don't think he will.
President Trump, pass this bill and help us. Make us feel like our voices are finally being heard.
Help us to bust you.
This is not just my story. It is about every survivor who carries invisible scars. It's about the weight we live with daily. It is about the families broken and the futures stolen. So I ask you, President Trump and members of Congress, why do we continue to cover up sexual abuse and assault? Who are we covering for? Let the public know the truth.
The president, allegedly.
Mr. President Donald J. Trump, I am a registered Republican, not that that matters because this is not political.
Nope.
However, I cordially invite you to the Capitol to meet me in person so you can understand this is not a hoax. We are real human beings. This is real trauma.
So this is a Democrat hoax that never ends. From what I understand, I could check, but from what I understand, thousands of pages of documents have been given. But it's really a Democrat hoax because they're trying to get people to talk about something that's totally irrelevant to the success that we've had as a nation since I've been president.
Can't we have the two exist? You know what I mean? It's very relevant. All right. This is very relevant. And this is something when Marjorie Taylor Greene starts to make sense, you know, it's fricked up. The country's gone crazy. When Marjorie Taylor Greene, when I'm sitting there like, yeah, she's kind of spitting facts right now. Like, that's weird. Okay. Like, I feel like, has she been right all along? Is she like Randy Newman in Independence Day where everybody thinks he's crazy? I don't know. Let's see. It looks like Adrian is trying to join. Oh, you know what, Adrian? Let me see. It might be a different. Hold on, guys. I'm trying to get Adrian here real quick for you. If you guys can be super patient with me, I really appreciate it. This is what we do, guys. This is, you know, going live. It's not easy. I got all my cameras hooked up. I got the mics hooked up, man. We're sounding good. It is not easy, Patriots, but I do it for you guys. You know, I mean, I do it for me, obviously. But I'm not making any money. You know, the money is not rolling in yet, guys, but it's coming. I have to tell myself that at least. I do need to get off this pretty soon, but I believe I am going to, I'm going to see if I can pull up my good man, Adrian Washington on the feed, if this will ever come up. Let me see too. I'm going to grab his video to add in here. Here we go. I mean, guys, this is, I'm bringing stuff in like we are working. Okay. I know it doesn't always look like that, but I appreciate everybody who's watching, everybody on Instagram. By the way, we are streaming live to Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Instagram at the same time. If you're not impressed with that, I don't know what more I can do to impress you, because it's impressive to me. Hold on. Just sent new link. Let's see if we can find him. Like I said, I've got to get off this phone. I got to pick up the kids. This is Weckajacular. Hold on. Here it is. This should do it. No, hold on. Adrian has the new link. Let's see if he can come on. Patriots, if you're just joining me, this is Samson's world, where culture, court, and comedy collide, literally explode in it. Okay. Adrian's here. Adrian. Welcome to the show. Can you see me, Adrian?
I can. What's up, Sam?
You can hear me too. Hey,
Yes, sir.
perfect timing. You're just joining us at the tail end of the show, and I want to have you tell people real quick. You were on Kill Tony, so tell people the episode. There, people are calling it in the top 5 episodes ever out of like 800 episodes. Tell the people, how did that happen?
Honestly, man, I was down there with Donnell Rollins. We had 5 shows at the mothership, and we had been there before. And I had met Tony before, but it was kind of just meeting throughout the green room. And he came down that Saturday, and he caught some of my set. So as I was getting off stage, Donnell was like, "Hey, Tony's in the green room." I said, "Okay." I just went down there and me and him just kind of talked, and we just had like real dope conversation. You know what I mean? And I wasn't thinking nothing of it. Obviously, in the back of my mind, I'm like, this is the guy who does the Kill Tony show. But I was like, I'm not going to press it. You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever's going to happen is going to happen. And me and him just had some dope conversation, and he was getting ready to leave. And he was like, "Hey," he's like, "You coming down on Monday?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "I'm going to try to make a little magic happen for you."
Uh-oh.
I was like,
no, Tony Hinchcliffe, you don't know what magic means, but I'm guessing it's stage time.
Yes. and I was like, I locked in when he said that, because I was like, I'm not one of those people you can just say, "I'm gonna try to make something happen." And so the dope thing was, like, we ended up going to this bar later that night, and he was there. I guess he's part owner of this bar we were at, and he was there, and they invited us now and having some drinks, like he said in my introduction. You know what I mean? I really appreciate the introduction, because that would happen, and we just ended up just vibing. And that Monday came around, I went down with Donnell, and the green room was just packed. I didn't want to press him or anything, so I just kind of waited till it cleared out a little bit, and I was like, "Man, how we looking?" And he was just like, "Hey, I'm gonna give you a spot." Kind of told me where I'd go on the show, and he was just like, "You deserve it, though." You know what I mean?
Which is amazing, because for people who don't know, what was there, like 700 people, or there's more than that are in the bucket, right?
Yeah, there's like over 300 that night that put.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you got,
and they're all just waiting at.
Yeah,
and they're all just waiting at a bar next door, bro. You know what I mean? I think they picked because they had regulars too. So I think there was only like 8 or 9 bucket pools, and then everybody else was a regular, and then I had a guest spot.
Right. And then how long did you actually get? Did you get a minute also? It seems about that.
Yeah. Yep. I got a minute too. But talking to a couple of guys and I'm one of those guys. I've been around for a long time, so I kind of do my homework. And I was just like, the 60-second thing. So I was like, kind of have an idea of what you're gonna say when you get up there. And that's what I told everybody, because there's been people that's been reaching out to me since then. They're like, "Man, what advice do you have?" I'm like, be prepared. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Don't go up there and just be like, "Let me see what happens." And I'm a guy who usually, whenever I get on stage, I'm like, "Let me see what happens." But usually I got at least 20 minutes to figure out what's gonna happen. You know what I mean? So that's plenty of time. But when you got 60 seconds, bro, like, and the crazy thing about it is we were at the club all week and there's a clock. So you see the clock the whole time at the club, so you know your time. During the Kill
okay.
Tony show, that clock don't run.
Oh, wow.
They have a running clock. So your clock's got to be in your head.
Right.
You know what I mean?
So you have to
that's
run
another
that 60 seconds.
Yeah, and like they say, they give you the cat sound, and then if you hear the bear sound, like then they cut you. But I just made sure I was prepared for it, and you know, you never know what they're gonna ask in the interview. But even my interview went over pretty good, and just kind of knowing, you know, I've been at this for a long time, kind of knowing who I am and what I stand for and everything. Like let's just have fun with it, and it was a dope opportunity, man.
That's
paying
I
off
was so
already.
happy for you. No, I'm sure
I
it is.
appreciate that, man.
And like you were saying earlier when we were talking, you know, Tony was complimenting you, saying, man, you're very professional, because a lot of times people don't understand, some of these guys are like, they have a funny 60 seconds and then they go to headlining, and that's not how it works.
Yeah, man, and it's crazy because some of them guys, they'll tell you that, like, bro, I wasn't ready to headline. They was like, but with the popularity of the show, we had to figure something out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm one of those guys who is ready. You know what I'm saying? You can tell me, and I'm 20 years in, man. You know, and some of these guys, and just talking to some of the people that got on the show, or some of the people that are waiting over at the bar, it's a dream for them. But it's like, if it's really a dream for you, why are you playing with it? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If that makes sense. It's like, if it's really a dream and you got a shot at getting on there, why wouldn't you be prepared as you possibly can be? Because it really is life changing.
I think that's just youth. Maybe, you know, you just think you're that great, and it takes kind of growing up, like, you know, being in this game for a while to kind of realize, like, it doesn't just come to you. You really gotta hit it hard. So let me play this clip for everybody. So they can see
had an amazing opener with him all weekend, and we got to hang out. We had some drinks together, and all of us were listening to music, having a good old time. I want to give this guy a little bit of stage time. Make some noise for the Kill Tony debut of Adrian Washington, ladies and gentlemen.
Anybody got nieces and nephews you don't know their real name? Like, I come from a big family. I got like 40 nieces and nephews that I know about, right? One of my sisters called me one day. She said, Adrian, I'm running late. Can you swing by the school, pick the kids up for me? I said, yeah, sis, don't worry. I got you. I was excited because they didn't know I was coming, so I wanted to surprise them. I got to the school, and the principal was like, hey, who you here to get? I said, that is a very good question, sir. I said, I got to step outside and make a phone call. Because I was like, there's no way I can tell this man I'm here to pick up Fat Daddy and Bug. But I tell this motherfucker I'm picking up Fat Daddy and Bug, they gonna call CPS on my motherfucking ass. I walked outside, I called my sister, I said, hey, who are these niggas that I'm looking for? There was another time I was coming off the road and my wife called me, she said, hey, what you want me to take out for dinner? I said, them titties, just like that. Didn't think twice. I heard my daughter say, oh, Dad. True story. My wife said, yeah, you on speakerphone. I said, why you ain't say that when I answer the fucking phone? You know I ain't speakerphone material, right? But as a parent, you got to try to fix it. So I was like, hey, put my baby on the phone. My daughter got on the phone all awkward and shit. She's like, yeah, Dad. All I had was this, y'all. I was like, hey, listen up. I said, one day, somebody going to say that shit to you. I said, we just hope you don't fucking live with us when it happens. Thank y'all very much.
Fuck
man.
yeah. Adrian Washington. Fantastic. He's a pro. Out of the great state of Minnesota, correct?
That was great. That video doesn't include the interview on there.
Right.
But that was just a perfect set, man. I mean, you just had set up, joke, you know, and I've seen a lot of comedians on there where there's like, and you're like, man, you realize you have to do set up, joke. You don't have time.
You
to tell a
don't
story
have
at all.
time, bro. Like, what story are you gonna tell in 60 seconds?
No, and that's amazing. I mean, if you go back and count, you probably got off about 8 to 10 jokes or more within that, which is crazy.
Yeah. And then even in the interview, I was able to swing back to another couple jokes, you know. So it was dope.
I heard when you did that.
But again, I really sat in my room that Sunday before because again, I didn't know if I was gonna get a chance. But I was
Sure.
like, if I do get a chance, I definitely want to be ready. I don't want to go down there and just
Yeah.
drinking and acting like if I get
Right.
it, oh well. You know what I'm saying? I'm like,
No,
nah.
that's
If
smart
I
because you
get
don't
it,
want to be like drunk and then, because that slows you down. You know what I mean?
slows
Like
you
you have to
down,
be at
bro.
like perfect mental state,
Yeah, you can get drunk as you want to after that, dog.
Exactly. That's
You
when
can
you
get
do
drunk
it,
as you want to after that. Yeah.
That's
So
party time
no,
afterwards.
I appreciate it, man. But yeah, it's been amazing. Like it's crazy to see the numbers. I think I've gotten like
Mhm.
over like 3,000 more followers on Instagram. My page has been
Oh
viewed.
my God. Wow.
Yeah, in 48 hours, my page has been viewed like 100 and almost 150,000 more times than previous
Jeez.
30
That's
days.
amazing. No, the power of the Kill Tony show. I mean, dude, Cam Patterson just hit SNL. That guy
SNL,
was
bro.
talking about rocks like a year and a half ago.
A year and a
So
half ago, I tell people that I said, bro, y'all got to
yeah,
realize. I said, you've heard his name a lot, but I'm
yeah.
like, the dude had a bucket pull like probably not even quite a year and a half ago.
No, not it. No. And I mean,
You know what I mean?
yeah. I mean, it's just amazing. And it goes to show I mean, the Kill Tony is now the new Johnny Carson show. It's the only show on television or television on the internet where a comedian can go on that and the next day everything changes. Timmy No
You're,
Breaks is the
yep.
latest guy. What's his name? The Rocket kid, Casey Rocket, or that kid blew up.
Yep.
The guy, the Hungarian dude, or Turkish,
Yeah, like
whatever
even
his
like
name.
Charlie Mack. Charlie Mack's about to hit. He's got like 10 European dates. Yeah, I think I
Right,
just seen on this
yeah.
thing he had like 40 United States dates, and you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
So,
and these guys are
that's crazy.
bucket pools, man. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah. So at
So
least you're ready
my
for
plan
it.
is
You know what I mean?
my plan is to get back down there again in the next couple months or so, and
Okay.
because I know Tony's there every Monday. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So I go down there and hit a few rooms. And again, it was dope to see like Red Band. I honestly have forgot Red Band lived down there.
Mhm.
And because I had met him in like 2017 when I was in Minnesota. He was at the House of Comedy and he was a feature comic for somebody. And I was
Okay.
their host. And we just kicked it. You know what I mean? Like we had a good time, had some drinks, smoked, and we just hung out. And he was just like, dude, you're really
Right.
funny. You know what I mean? And I remember
That's
I was getting
great.
ready to come to LA to do my first show at the Crack 'em Up Thursday joint. And he was like, hey, that's when they were doing a secret show with Rogan. He was like, we got a secret show this Wednesday. And I was coming out there that Wednesday. And I was like, man, if you can get me in, that'd be great. So he was like, yeah. He's like, just take my number, give me a call. He's like, let me know. And I went down there by
Wow.
myself and just watched it. And it helped me so much for my show. That was a Wednesday night. I had my show that Thursday night. It helped me know what I could and couldn't get away with per se. You know what I mean?
Right. Right. And like,
Yeah.
you know, I
So
mean, and that's amazing. And, you know, I always say this in this business, it's like planting seeds. And then a few years
100%, bro.
later, you get
Yeah.
these fruits. You might say, oh, this guy's cool. That was a great interaction. And then years later, you're like, oh my God, this guy's running the network or something. And he remembered me
Right.
and loved what I did.
Right.
And
And that's
so
what it
that's what
was.
it
And
is.
yeah, and even at the end of my set, like Red Band's like Adrian's the best thing coming out of Minnesota. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
And I knew he remembered me because as soon as I walked, he's like, hey. He was like, first thing he's like, you still married to that beautiful woman? I showed him my screensaver on my phone. He was
Yep.
like, yep. And what was dope,
There you
like
go.
the girl he's engaged to now, he had just started seeing her. And I remember him saying, like, he's like, I got a good girl now. And it was cool to meet her. And it was just good to see them guys, man. And it was
Yeah.
great to have the opportunity. And I'm just glad I didn't waste it.
Yeah, dude. No, you didn't. 100%. I'm happy for you. You know, let me come on the road and get some feature dates for you once this tour blows up. You know what I mean?
You, bro.
Donnell's gonna be having to find a new feature after this. He's like, God damn it. But
Hey.
thanks again for joining me today, man. This was great. Let everybody know where they can follow you. I'm about to hop off this piece.
Okay, yeah. Instagram, Funny Man Adrian W. It's Funny Man Adrian W. Adrian is ADRIAN W. And then on Facebook is just Adrian Washington. So
That's right.
thank you so much, Sam. I appreciate it, bro. And
anytime.
I'm sure I'll see you soon.
I know, yeah. And then everybody check out his Kill Tony episode. It's the latest one now with my man's is Donnell Rawlings. It's the best episode they're saying that ever happened on Kill Tony. So I definitely
and you
was
know what's
watching it
crazy?
the
I want
other
to say
day.
that too. That night, people were already saying that's gonna be top 5, if not top 3 of all time. They like you could just feel it when it was happening. It was so dope to be there and check it all out.
Yeah, man. Well, congrats. You put in that work and you deserve it all, man. So I'll see you soon. The King of Minnesota, Adrian Washington, folks.
Appreciate it,
See
bro.
you,
Take
brother.
care.
Okay.
Yep.
Peace.
Woo! Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. All right, Sam. Guys, that was another excellent episode of Samson's World. I'm live at 5 every day doing this for you guys in my La Contento suit, right? They give me, look at this, the famous blue suit featured in the New York Times and the Wall Street Journal. I got to go see my oldest son, Coley. He's got a football game, baby. He's a defensive end. He made a beautiful tackle last week. Wrap this kid up. I got to get there now so I can get there on time. I love you guys. I appreciate your support. Thank you for watching. This is your world, again, where culture, comedy, and courtrooms intersect. It's crazy. This is Samson's World. Secret Service Sam out. Samson for president of the world. Come on. Play me out.
Can you freestyle rap at all?
Not yet.
Doesn't it appear to be extremely coincidental that you guys arrest people right outside of Governor Newsom's press conference? Is this really just a show of power?